What is this we see here? Energy symbols? You see lots of Pokemon things. And guess what this is? Welcome to Let's Play, the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color. Yeah, this was another one I had for a while. Originally I was going to do this through emulation, but since I have this, I may as well exploit it. Alrighty then. I really like the music in this game a lot. Oh, and the gameplay too, but just really love the music in this. Just gonna let this play through. And as you can see here, new game here. And that little character portrait is the main character. I'm forgetting if there was a default name. I'll probably put it here or something if there is. Anyway, player name. You know what? Let's just go with my own name. Just for the heck of it, since I can't remember. Yes, that's my name. I am crazy about Pokemon and Pokemon card collecting. One day, I heard a rumor. The legendary Pokemon cards, the extremely rare and powerful cards held by Pokemon trading card game's greatest players. The Grandmasters are searching for one to inherit the legend. Dreaming of inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards, I visit the Pokemon card researcher, Dr. Mason. Yay, world map. Welcome to Mason Laboratory. Oh, why the rush, Nick? What? You want to learn how to play the Pokemon trading card game? So you too finally want to start playing the card game. Well, dueling is more fun than just collecting cards. First, you should try playing with a practice deck. Here, I'll give you this deck, and now you need an opponent. Hey Sam, play with him for a while. Yes, Dr. Mason. Hello, Nick. Okay, let's give it a try. Wrong voices. Bleh. Hey Nick, hurry up and come here. First, ask Sam the basics of the game. Okay, Nick, what do you want to ask about? Alright. In order to do anything, Pokemon must have energy cards. If no energy cards are attached, the Pokemon will not be able to attack or retreat. There are 7 types of energy cards. Grass, fire, water, lightning, psychic, fighting, and colorless. The type of energy required depends on the Pokemon. Be sure to learn which Pokemon require which type of energy. And then, I'll just basically explain the rest of it here. Attacking requires energy to be able to do anything and hit the Pokemon. Retreating, if your Pokemon's hurt, you send them back to your bench, which is where you put your spares. Actually, you know what? I'll just skip all the rest of this and get on to the back to school. Is that all? Yes. They say that actions speak louder than words, so let's play a game. Since this is your first time, just try to learn the basic steps. I'll be coaching you, so follow my advice. If you don't do as I say, we won't be able to proceed. It might be easy if you read the Pokemon trading card game instruction booklet while we play. Okay then, let's start your practice game. Yay, breaking the 4th wall. Since this is just because this is your first duel of the game, everything is just done for you. This is just to show you how the game works. I found it to be a rather decent tutorial. Draw 7 cards to get ready for the battle. Choose your active Pokemon. You can only choose basic Pokemon as your active Pokemon. So you choose either Goldeen or Staryu. For our practice duel, choose Goldeen. Which would be this one. And then you get to put as many Pokemon on the bench up to a number of 5. And you can switch them out using only needing energy cards for this. I would make this go faster, but I can't at the moment. And when that's it, press the B button to finish. And just to show this here, the select button arranges your hand as such. I like doing that. Prizes. You get these upon knocking out a Pokemon. And like everything else in Pokemon, we love determining things through coin flips. Alrighty, dual water energy. To use use the attack command, you need to attach energy cards to your Pokémon. Choose cards from the menu and select a water energy card. Next, choose your active Pokémon, Goldeen, and press the A button. Then the water energy card will be attached to Goldeen. Finally, attack your opponent by selecting an attack command. Choose attack from the menu and select horn attack. Now let's play the game. As you can see here, just doing just such. And then you bash the sucker. Takes 10 damage. He's attaching fighting energy. Machop is dangerous compared to Goldeen. You need 10 damage. 20 is more efficient. So Goldeen's gonna get knocked out. Let's evolve it. Okay, evolution. You cannot evolve a Pokemon as soon as you place it on the bench. You need to wait one full turn in order to be able to evolve a Pokemon. And when you evolve it once, you cannot evolve it again in the same turn. Unless, otherwise I believe a card might gate that. However, no. Yeah. Just attach an energy here. Evolving into Seaking. And then bash it with... Ah, shoot. That's what I get for derping out. Well, that's what I personally would have done. Because I played this game as a kid. Heck, I still have old cards. Well, that was unnecessary. Jeez, man. Well, that's what I get for not reading. Anyway, low kicks are pain. Now, he's just gonna say, let's start attaching energy to Staryu. I wish I could make this go faster. I really do. And he would say just horn attack. I would just do waterfall because I love overkill. Yeah, just do that. That full heal in the hand is never used in this practice duel at all. But it is something to look at. By the way, both presses are water energy, so it doesn't matter what you choose. And this duel goes the exact same way. Everything happens the exact same way. Basically, this duel is kind of on autopilot. Drowsy. And this is explaining that if all your Pokemon get knocked out, you lose. And that is why I would have kept the Psychic energy off of Seaking. Because Drowsy likes Psychic energy. And this hand is full of water energy. Anyway, Waterfall knock its HP down by half. I get bitten and KO'd. Ding ding ding! KO! He takes a prize. And we have Drowsy or Staryu. As he's saying here, you want to pick Staryu. Because Drowsy's attacks will not hurt him at all. Why? What he's saying here is, Staryu evolves into Starmie. And he's asking us to prepare Staryu to be able to evolve. Personally, I don't like relying on top decks, but hey. As I was saying here, why you don't want to attack with Drowsy. See this resistance here? If something has a resistance, the damage will be reduced by a full 30 points. Meaning Drowsy's attacks aren't going to do anything at all. Drowsy just kind of sits there in this game. And now he's going to do the intelligent thing in swapping Raticate for Machop. And I take a full 20 points of damage, which is bad. But then again, this is on autopilot. This can't be bad. I drew a Seaking. Now for trainer cards. Basically, if you notice, like in the actual Pokemon games, items, trainers are just that. One-use items. Use this to heal up HP, attach energy, and then slap this thing silly. Drawing cards, attaching energy, trying to prepare for his evolution, and then smacking me silly. Now let's try and hope for a Starmie card. How do the cards guide me? Hey, would you look at that with Top Deck Starmie? And now we evolve it. And since we have enough energy, we can just evolve and just blast the sucker. Like such. Evolution! Star Freeze! Paralysis check. This coin flip always comes up heads. Well, even if it did come up tails, it really wouldn't have mattered. As at this point, this is considered game. Oh, card terms, how we love thee. Alrighty. Now it's time for my turn. A water energy. This is it. Just attack it with a Star Freeze, and that's the game. Anyway, just laser the sucker again. As I said, this coin flip always comes up heads. You're paralyzed and KO'd. How do you like that? While I take my final prize. And the decision is... you won the duel with Sam. You will always win this duel. It's a practice one. Basically, this is how the Pokemon trading card game is played. It's a game in which you try to knock out as many of your opponent's Pokemon as there are prizes. That's the gist of it. If you don't understand something, talk to Sam. It might be helpful to practice again, too. This time was just practice, so I had you follow everything I said, but there are other styles of play. So try them out, like choosing Normal Duel. Now then, let's build your deck. Did you bring your cards? I handed my cards to Dr. Mason. Let me add some of my own cards to yours. Now, Nick, what kind of deck do you want? Please select the deck I want. And it's like you're choosing your starter in the actual games. You get your choice of starter deck. I'm personally going to go with Charmander and Friends, as I've always done. Okay, a Charmander and Friends deck. Here are the remaining cards. You get this deck and 30 extra cards. And as you can see here, he explains that there are clubs to go around to winning medals. Master medals are the equivalent of gym badges. Alright. Gonna go look at this deck here. As you can see, it's composed of 3 energy types. I personally nix fighting and over for fire and electric, because that's the deck I plan on using throughout the game. But that's just me. Anyway, here's a look at the deck. A note for Pokemon types of cards, I'll just say for Pikachu for example. There are multiple varieties of Pikachu cards. Anyway, I'll get to more deck building and stuff a bit later, when I actually have more card resources to use. And then these are all trainers. Card. This looks at all the types of cards that you're sitting on right now. See? And that's about it. This is your basic status. Album is basically how many of the cards in the game you have. Configuration. Set that to fast. And now diary. That's saving your game. Now there's one last thing here. See this computer? We get email from Dr. Mason. Nick, it's me, Dr. Mason. Are you getting the hang of the Pokemon trading card game? I have some information for you about booster packs. If you want to collect the same cards, duel the same person many times to get a particular booster pack. By doing so, you'll be able to collect the same cards, making it easier for you to build your deck. Another method for collecting cards is to use Card Pop. When you and a friend use card pop, you will each receive a new card. Once you pop with a certain friend, you won't be able to pop with that friend again, so find many friends who own the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy, and card pop with them to get new cards. Oh, here's something for you. A Coliseum booster pack. Gun Trio. A few new cards in here. Also, in this game, there were cards that were very specific to the Game Boy game that did not exist physically. Well, this specific art of Meowth was packaged with the game in and of itself. Yeah. I'll be sending you useful information by email. I'll also attach a booster pack for you, so check your mail often. Mason Laboratory. Dr. Mason. Wink. Yeah. Throughout the game, Dr. Mason will be sending you email, and you get packs for them in them. Anyway, I believe I'll cut right about here for today's episode, so next time on the Pokemon trading card game, we'll get to be challenging some of the clubs around here. Alright then, I'll see you guys later.